everyone and welcome to my channel. So if you're new here, my name's Nicole and I have got two children, Penelope who is 2 years old and Henry who is just 4 months. So I'm currently trying to lose that post-baby weight from my pregnancy with Henry. I've waited quite a while because I've struggled with a lot of injuries and things like that and I've not been too well. So I've completely changed my diet and I do try to exercise quite regularly. I've already posted a video from when I started on what I eat in a day on Slimming World, so I'll link that below. But since then, it has been about a month when I started and I've currently lost 25 pounds, which I'm super happy about. It's probably because that first initial bit of weight, it is quite easy to lose that first bit. And I know that the next bit is going to be where I will have to put the work in. My target was about 40 to 50 pounds, just depending on how I feel when I get towards that last 10 pounds, whether I want to continue to lose it or not. So if you'd like to see what I eat in a day on Slimming World, then please keep on watching. You're making your own breakfast, Penelope?
No.
You want Mummy to make it?
Yeah.
What are we having for breakfast?
Weetabix.
Weetabix. So Penelope is just having mushed up Weetabix with some raisins in. She decided she wanted raisins and she has full fat milk on there. So that is what she will be having for her breakfast. And I'm just going to give her that so I can get on with making mine. So I am making 2 boiled eggs and I use this timer thing, and I don't know where we got this from, but it is really good because it tells you how much it's been cooked, so soft, medium or hard. Because I don't know about you, but whenever I just time it for minutes, I never get my eggs right and I like them soft. So just pop that in there whilst it's boiling and it will turn yellow and go up to each mark. So I find that really helpful. And the eggs that I use are just these free range eggs from Aldi. I find these to be the best eggs. Tried them from different supermarkets, but these Aldi ones are really big and really good because they're free range. So my boiled eggs are ready and they're in these ancient egg cups which I've had since I was little, so they're about 25 years old. I could do with getting some new ones. And I've also made myself a coffee and I'm really proud of myself because I've got myself down from 2 sugars to 1 sugar, which may not seem like much, but for a real sugar addict like myself, cutting it down is like a really big thing. So I feel really proud of myself that I'm managing to do that. I've just done it step by step, so I took it down to like 1.5 sugars and then down to 1 sugar, and I'm hopefully going to get down to 0, which is my goal, but we'll see where that goes. I've also made Penelope a milk just to get her calcium levels up because she always asks for a brew as well because she sees me drinking it, but obviously brews are really bad for children. Coffee obviously is really bad, but even cups of tea are really bad because there's something in the tea that stops them absorbing the nutrients that you give them in other foods. So even though it seems like a harmless cup of tea, it is actually really bad for them. So she's just going to have some milk, and then I've already had 2 glasses of water this morning because I just feel so dehydrated when I get up. And I've had to just drink 2 glasses of water, and then I just have glasses of water on hand all day, or I'll fill a bottle up and just keep drinking because water is the best thing for you, but I do still need my coffee in the morning. So that is my breakfast, and the only sin that I have here is the 1 sugar in my cup of coffee and the milk I'm using as part of my Healthy Extra A. So for lunch I'm having something that I already pre-made yesterday and I've just microwaved it. So I've got a sweet potato that is mashed up, that is baked. You can either do that in the oven or you can cheat and do that in the microwave. If you pierce it and then do it for about 3 or 4 minutes, it cooks it perfectly in the microwave. And then I've just fried up some minced beef. Less than 5% fat minced beef is free on Slimming World. And what I normally tend to do is just chuck in anything that I have left over that's going to go off. So I had some stir fry mix that was going to go off, so I put that in there, and then I also put in some chili flakes and just season it however you want to season it. Then I made some bulgur wheat because I'm just obsessed with bulgur wheat and it's really healthy. That is pretty much everything that I'm having for lunch, and like I said, you can pre-make this the night before. I've made this for Kieran, he's took that to work with him, and it is really easy. You can also put cheese on top of there, that tastes really nice, but I'm using cheese as part of my Healthy Extra A option for my evening meal tonight, so I didn't want to use any extra sins for that. This is where planning your meals can come in handy because then if you want to have this with cheese, you can just plan your evening meal so that you're not using your healthy extra A, and then that way you can save as many sins as possible. For my mid-afternoon snack, I'm having one of these Alpenlight bars. It is half of my healthy extra B choice, and I'll have another one later on for the other half. And this one is just a chocolate and fudge. I just stock up on these from Asda, as it's £1 per box in there as opposed to £2 a box in Tesco. I'm just making a cup of tea. I normally like to have coffee in the morning and tea in the afternoon, and I've only had 2 sins today, as this will be my second sin for the sugar in there. Tonight's meal is speedy minted lamb and feta bulgur from Gusto. You need 150 grams bulgur wheat, 250 grams lamb mince, 90 grams Greek feta cheese, 2 tablespoons tomato puree, 1 tablespoon ras el hanout, 2 grams of mint leaves, half a cucumber and 1 red onion, and then chop your red onion into thin slices. Add a teaspoon of oil to a medium-high heat. Add the onions and a pinch of salt and sugar, then leave these to soften for 4 minutes. Add some boiled water and a pinch of salt to the bulgur wheat and cook for 10 to 15 minutes. Add the ras el hanout and tomato puree and lamb mint to the onions. Break up with a spoon as you go and cook for 7 to 10 minutes on a medium heat. Meanwhile, cut the cucumber in half lengthways, scrape out the seeds with a teaspoon and discard, then dice the cucumber. Add 125ml boiled water to your mince to create a ragu-like sauce. Strain the bulgur wheat and fluff with a fork. Add the diced cucumber, half of the mint chop, crumble in the feta cheese and mix this all together. Serve the spiced lamb ragu over the cucumber and feta bulgur. Garnish with the remaining mint. I'm just going to have the second of my healthy extra B, this Alpenlight Jaffa Cake bar. I love to have this in the evening with another cup of tea. And those are all my snacks for today. So that concludes this video on what I eat in a day. And what I'll do for you, I will list all the sins and everything that I used for today's meals. So if you would like to go and copy it, you know what sin content is in there. Sometimes I use my sins for things such as oil and what have you, because I find that the actual nutrient quality is better for those, so I don't mind using my sins when it comes to that, especially if I'm not using a lot of sins that day. And it's all about just meal planning, so you can work out like what sort of things that you're going to have each day, so you don't go over your sin limit. I like to try and stay throughout the week between 5 and 10 sins. They always recommend that you have at least 5 sins, but I try and not go over 10 sins during the week, so that at the weekends, if I do have a little bit of a splurge, I don't feel as bad. And weekends tend to be my time where I'll probably go out for a meal and I may struggle a little bit. But in the last month, I have had takeaways here and there, because sometimes, you know, that you just feel like you need that. And I try and get takeaways that have as little sin content as possible. So in the back of the Slimming World book, there is a list of the different sin contents for takeaways. I have allowed myself the odd treat here and there, so I don't deprive myself. I hope this video gave you some ideas on meals to cook, especially if you're trying to lose weight, and I hope that you have some good success with it. I have so far. I only have around 15 to 25 pounds to lose, and I'm hoping that I lose that in the next 9 weeks, because that's when I go on holiday, and that is my massive goal for this year, is to lose that last bit of weight. Thank you for watching my video today. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!